Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. Today our group will talk about the case study of ExchangeHunterJumper.com and the lessons of building an international brand with social marketing. Our presentation is divided into three parts, which are the key contents of the case study, analysis of ExchangeHunterJumper.com, and finally we will answer the three questions at the end of the case study. Now let's start with the first part, the key contents of the case of ExchangeHunterJumper.com. ExchangeHunterJumper.com is one example of how a small business focusing on a tiny niche market was able to successfully build an online brand. According to Dagny Amber Asling, founder and owner of ExchangeHunterJumper.com, a website created to help owners and professional trainers sell high-end competition horses. It's hard to get rich or even make money on the internet. In Asling's case, experience helped. First, Asling spent several years working as a professional trainer. Through this experience, she saw firsthand the challenges facing professional horsemen, and she gained valuable credibility with those who would become her audience. She also took a part-time job as an assistant to a top California real estate agent, and she realized that selling six-figure horses and seven-figure houses are ridiculously similar. Both tend to be overpriced and have emotional strings. The Exchange was born 11 years later. The in-queen marketing model she has built is a customized copy of the real estate program she assisted. She created an organized, professional process for preparing online horse sale advertisements. She created a fee structure that was reasonable and affordable, and she developed a multi-channel marketing program. Asling understood that her business plan needed to be a living document, evolving over time based on what the marketing was telling her. This helped her make inroads a traditional industry that is very resistant to change. In order to remain true to her business goal of providing a reliable service, Asling personally reviewed all potential advertisers. In some cases, she went back to the sellers and insisted on high-quality photographs and videos, and when the horse was not as represented, she turned down their business. It was a hard and expensive premise to adhere to when building a reputation from scratch, but through persistence and dedication, it has worked. Asling faced many obstacles when getting the Exchange up and running. For example, at first, she found herself lack of education, especially in graphic design and web development. Another difficulty was that the budget was initially insufficient to the website, and the target audience also barely knew how to use a computer, and so on. However, by coming up with a plausible solution, the Exchange has overcome their obstacles and reaped success. So here are some solutions that Asling found out. The Exchange get income fees of the sellers and trainers for the advertisements and copywriting services and professionally edits. With the addition of monthly campaign management, the Exchange helps each horse marketing fresh and up-to-date. Sellers are encouraged to provide updates as frequently as possible. Applying online form building tools for the sellers to fill out their information. Custom-built form solutions were likely to be too expensive, so Asling played with numerous online form generators and ultimately was able to find some that offered great functionality at a relatively low cost. The Exchange develops a specific marketing strategy for each horse listed. This includes reviewing information submitted, combining through a horse official show record, considering impactful impressions, and identifying the most likely buyers. If the Exchange thinks that the photos or videos don't have them to sell the horse, they advise a seller on how to improve them. This advice stems from experience in marketing all types of horses from coast to coast and an understanding of varied buyer profiles and geographic trends that exist in the market. Social marketing forms the core of the Exchange marketing efforts. Starting in 2009, the Exchange began experimenting with social media including RSS feeds, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Aislinn knows that when she began the Exchange, social media was not yet the phenomenon that it is today, but when its significance started to become apparent, she had no choice but to jump in and began using it, learning as she went. To track the effectiveness of her social marketing efforts, Aislinn used various tracking systems. For instance, Google Analytics allows her to track exactly how many people are on the ExchangeHunterJumper site in real time and how they got there. Another challenge is developing the actual social media content, which needs to be presented in such a way as to attract attention and determining the optimal amount and timing of new content to post each day. Aislinn knows that if she posts too many times a day or posts too much content too close together, the reach of her post seems to drop off. She built the original site herself in 2005 and updated it almost yearly in response to her target market's needs. While she was able to keep costs low by designing and developing the site's CSS layout, the advanced functionality that was designed, such as the sell horse filter that enables shoppers to sort horses based on price, location, gender, type, and size, still require a healthy five-figure investment. In addition to the website, the Exchange used a variety of other marketing strategies, including email campaigns, magazine advertising, and word of mouth. It ceased distributing its four-color, printed national sales list booklet due to its high cost, and now relies almost totally on various types of online marketing. So now we will move to the second part about presentation, which is the analysis of the business of the Exchange. ExchangeHunterJumper has revised, revamped, and relaunched almost every year in response to industry feedback. In year 2012, in the fifth site revision, the new features include new search filler, links for multiple wholesalers, and interactive pages promoting a brand's entire sales stock. So now we do the SWOT analysis for this company as well as its way of doing business. First is about the strengths. ExchangeHunterJumper provides reliable service in horse industry with detailed information, high-quality photos and video that can describe the horse correctly. ExchangeHunterJumper became a well-known brand through their persistence and dedication. And the Exchange's reputation and brand is one of its most valuable assets. Another strong point of the company is the continuous web development for easier and quicker adaptation in accordance with the development of technology over time. ExchangeHunterJumper can also get profits from his advertising revenue, and it has experienced varying success with social media such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so doing business is no longer a challenge for them. About the weakness, ExchangeHunterJumper seems to focus only on their targets rather than striving to expand their market and search for a wider range of potential customers. This may limit their chance of development. Also, the company's lack of interactive communication with their followers. In the world of the internet, it is important to have as many interactions as possible to boost their chance of being known. Now let's turn to the opportunities that ExchangeHunterJumper has. Nowadays, sale bar industry has become popular along with this horse industry, and the Exchange has taken advantage of this to increase their stock equity. In 2016, the sale bond program has proven to be a major success, with 20 different sale bonds listed, including one in Germany and one in France. What is more is with the development of social network and technology, especially that on mobile, the company now can make a standalone mobile site beside the traditional laptops as well as the desktop computer. However, there are so many threats opposed to the business which should be considered about. Many of their target customers don't use the internet much and tend to do business in the traditional way and with those they know personally. While doing a business on the internet, it's hard to know who the potential customers are among the numbers of the followers. Another threat that the company may encounter is horse disease. It's not easy or cheap to deal with this kind of problem. Additionally, although the internet development brings about opportunities, it also creates challenges. In this case, it's easy for a company doing a business to be eliminated if it do not make continuous innovation. Now we will move to the final part of our presentation, which is the answer for the questions. In the question 1, we will compare ExchangeHunterJumper.com with BigEQ.com in terms of the services offered. BigEQ.com is one popular site that also offers classified ads for horses and is probably ExchangeHunterJumper.com's strongest competitor. One service that the Exchange offers that this site does not is that the Exchange professionally screens horses that are listed, while BigEQ.com allows anyone to post sales ads. Therefore, the horses on the Exchange are more likely to be appropriately described and have a better track record than those on BigEQ.com. However, this means that BigEQ.com typically has more horses listed than the Exchange does. Another service that the Exchange provides is that all of the horses listed have high quality videos and photos embedded within the site that the customer can view. While not all of the horses on BigEQ.com have videos or photos, and those that do are linked to the YouTube, some of which are not very good quality. The Exchange continually updates information on the horses available, while the ads on BigEQ.com are static once they had been submitted by the seller. To answer the question 2, ExchangeHunterJumper.com uses the following social media: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and an iPhone app. The biggest increase seems to have come from Facebook, although the YouTube videos also appear to have had an impact too. Facebook probably works so well because of its viral recommended features, the reaction button, and the ease with which word can be spread. And in question 3, we make a list of all the ways the Exchange attempts to personalize its services to both sellers and buyers. First, works with individual sellers and trainers on the sell side to create effective ads, including photos and videos. Develops a personal strategy for each host. Buyers fill out forms and expected budgets. Personal email responses to buyer queries, searching for suitable horses, and finally making recommendations. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for